welcome to episode 29 of the Gaming Death Podcast. I'm Chris Gannon, and joining me tonight we have Dawn Bernard.
Yo.
What the hell was that?
Well, it's kind of how Hollow usually jumps in, so I thought I'd try it.
Oh, so since he's not here, you're gonna steal his thunder?
No, I'm not stealing thunder. I was just trying something new.
Because Hollow is definitely not on the cast tonight.
Yeah, okay.
He's not. You don't hear anybody else, right?
Cricket, cricket.
Oh yeah, Hollow's here.
Hello. I said I did it like Dawn.
Oh man. If we were a video podcast, I'd make you guys switch clothes right now.
No, I did a little wave and everything, like a little anime, like both hands go to the side. Hello.
If we swapped clothes, it wouldn't be that bad. Like, I don't think Hollow would be too into my cheetah print jeans, but the rest is pretty basic. I got a Castlevania Lords of Shadow t-shirt on and a giant fleece hoodie. That's not so bad.
I could do that. Yeah, I'm wearing a shirt that's like a dude smashing some guy's face in with a hammer.
I'm not wearing anything.
Yeah, okay.
No, actually, I'm still wearing my work uniform.
I was about to say, our apartment's freezing ass cold. You're definitely not podcasting in the nude.
Maybe he's challenging himself to better his mental state.
No, because you'd hear him shivering in there.
It's so cold. No, I'm fine. So you want to play Fire Emblem? We were talking about this before the cast.
Yes. I was gonna avoid the game because I knew what the game is. I knew what the game was. It's a turn-based strategy RPG where death is permanent.
Permadeath.
Yes. And I am scared of those games because I like to just charge in and fight. Like, you know, like you could kind of do that in Disgaea.
Right.
But in these games, if you die, you're gone forever. And it's like, oh, I don't know about that. My strategy doesn't quite work like that. So I was going to avoid it. But you just told me that
you can choose
is kind of gone.
Yeah, you can choose not to have permadeath.
Okay, see, so in that case, I'll probably get it because the game looks really cool. Like, I like the art stuff.
Games still had permadeath.
Fire Emblem's one of the few. XCOM has them.
Yeah, but that one you can choose to have it or not. Is that right? Yeah. I think
Fire Emblem?
Yeah, no, XCOM.
No, you cannot choose to not have permadeath.
Are you sure?
Yes.
I thought there was a thing where it took a couple of things for your teammates to come back or something like that.
Nope, that happens if they get shot. They need to recover.
No, well, screw them.
Yeah, my Dawn and my Hollow died on like my 5th mission.
Oh, well, I mean, you could have not told us that, and we would have been fine. Now I feel kind of sad.
Right?
Yeah, so I started naming them after people I don't like.
That's what I used to do when I was a kid, and I'd play Oregon Trail. So that way my enemies, my little, like, you know, 2nd grade classmate enemies could die of dysentery.
Did you even know what dysentery was in the 2nd grade?
I did after I asked my mom.
She tell you that they shit out until, like, blood comes out of their ass and then they just die?
My mom explained it as far as dying of diarrhea, and my 7-year-old self was pretty satisfied with that answer.
I don't want to die of diarrhea.
Yeah, me either. That's why my party would be full of, like, all little snot kids and make fun of me and hurt my feelings.
It's okay.
Yeah. Bring them pain and suffering.
Dying of diarrhea.
Are they Mormon?
No.
Lots of Mormons died from dysentery. I heard the song from the Book of Mormon. Cricket, cricket. Cricket, cricket.
It's because you're the only one here who gives a crap about the Book of Mormon.
Oh. Are you guys ready to start this show?
Let's start this show.
All right, let's start the show like we always do with what we've been playing.
Oh, this I want to hear.
So, Dawn, what you been playing?
I'm playing DMC Devil May Cry.
Yeah.
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 I do not enjoy playing in Limbo.
That's where the entire game takes place.
I am not going to enjoy this game very much.
See, I thought the same thing, and at first I was like, okay, this is pretty cool, and after a while I was just like, okay, this is getting old. Like, just everything falling apart on me is like it got really annoying. But later on, there's some different-ish levels that are interesting.
The tower's the best mission. The
tower. I like the club. I love that mission. That mission was so good.
Oh, I love the tower.
I like the tower. It was really good too.
I mean, I've only gotten through the first mission, so I can't really judge anything. It's just visually, when you're in Limbo, the way the graphics all move, and they're all kind of jagged.
That's really only the first level.
My eyes.
It's all the red. That's the first. That's the first level.
Like red and orange and purple and.
Yeah, that's the first level. The second level is normal, but it's all messed up.
Yes.
And I think it stays like that.
Yep.
I mean, without spoiling anything, really, it kind of stays like that.
I don't know how far through it I'm gonna get, but I think.
Oh, you'll get through it. No problem.
Yeah, it's not hard. Nothing was really hard.
I don't know. I have a low tolerance for hard. I quit pretty easy. I'm like, you know what? I don't feel like playing this anymore.
Did you like the combat?
It's all right. I actually, I don't know. I'm kind of bored with it. I'm like, okay, so I button mash a whole bunch of shit, and I get good grades for button mashing.
Well, once you get more weapons, it becomes more fun, and you get to pull people towards you, pull yourself towards people.
I'm absolute shit at the combos that involve pausing, though. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Because in no game that I've ever played has pausing been a part of the combo.
Okay. I didn't really use those either too much. I did. If it makes you feel better.
I was trying to do them, and it would never like that one with the Y's, and I'd be like, Y, pause, Y, and it would automatically go into that one where it's like tapping Y 4 times in a row, and it'd be like,
right.
That's not what I was trying to do.
If you watch the animation, you'll notice that, like, okay, so you do Y, and then he'll kind of like do his slash, and then he'll slow down in slow motion, and his sword will start kind of glowing. That's kind of your cue to hit Y again, so that you do the next combo.
I don't know. I bought that one where you hold, I'm pretty sure it's Y, you hold Y down, and then like it charges, and then you throw an attack.
I didn't actually use that one.
Oh,
Did you ever use that one, Chris?
No, I found it quite useless.
I never actually even attempted to use it.
I think it's awesome. I'm like, fuck it. There's dudes, and I throw the shit at them.
No, the coolest thing though, I'm sitting in the other room while she's playing this game, and she just got Ebony and Ivory, and the next thing I hear from the other room is, "Honey, how do you aim?" And I'm like, "You don't. Just keep firing. You'll be fine."
I didn't realize it auto-locked because you guys know how Limbo looks. It's all fucking colorful and shit. I couldn't see those little flying enemy dudes. Like, I couldn't, in that instance, just whatever that dude was in front of, I just couldn't see that I was shooting at anything. So
that's kind of one of its biggest issues of the game that might irritate you later down the road, is locking on to a certain enemy you want to lock onto can be a pain in the ass.
Yes. And the hardest enemies in that game aren't bosses.
No. It's what makes that game hard is the combination of enemies, not even the enemies themselves.
Right.
Like, have you started your second playthrough yet on what is it called, Son of Sparta or whatever?
Who, me? No.
No.
Do you see DMC on my list?
No, but I figured I may ask.
No, I haven't started my second playthrough. I've been too busy playing Dead Space stuff.
Oh, anyways, yeah, it changes the enemies, the enemy combinations, and the game gets pretty difficult in just the sense that hitting stuff is kind of irritating.
That sucks.
Witches will really give you a problem that way. If you're not locked onto them and you try to throw your thing at them to break their shield.
Yeah, and it's like you target the big guy and nothing happens, or, it's kind of a pain. But yeah, that won't happen too often on a normal playthrough.
And the first time you face a Juggernaut, yes, he's going to be hard.
That's why I said.
Right, just ask Chris to kind of explain how to beat it, and then like once you figure out how to beat an enemy, it's no longer hard. Actually, the hardest enemies in that game were the ninja dudes.
Oh, I thought that the witches were the hardest enemy in that game because of the no lock-on feature.
No, the witches are fine because they're easy to dodge, but the ninja dudes, I had not trouble, but they were just annoying to hit. I think Dawn will probably have the most trouble with those ones.
I think she'll have the biggest problem with the Juggernauts.
No, Dawn's not stupid. Dawn is smart. Dawn very smart. Dawn figure out patterns.
I understand she'll figure out the pattern. It's just the first time you fight that thing.
Oh yeah. The first
how many hits?
The first time, of course, but the first time is supposed to be a learning experience.
Because once you get the gauntlets, Juggernauts are easy.
Dawn isn't a gypsy mind reader, Chris.
I know.
She's gonna have to learn it. She can't just read the game's mind.
Yes, she can.
I
guess I don't know Dawn that well then.
I guess I get into too much. Like I'll sort of pay attention to patterns that are going on, and I'll work with that. But too often, I just want to run in and hack and slash shit.
Yeah, I mean, none of the enemies are particularly like, oh my god, okay, his left arm went up while his right arm went back, which means he's going to do this. It's literally with the Juggernaut guys, it's Hulk smash or Hulk dash, and that's it.
And later on, it's like Hulk charge.
Well, that's
part
what
of the whole thing. No, his ranged attack.
Oh yeah, that's like at the very, very end of the game, I think.
Because he doesn't jump the first time either.
Yeah, well, they're not that tough.
You'll be fine. Keep playing.
I'm sure you'll enjoy it.
Seeing as you gave up on Janine.
It's the battle system's boring.
No.
Yes.
Nobody's faulting you for it.
I'm agreeing with Don. Strategy RPGs can get boring sometimes if you're not into that mood.
It's terrible because it's like, oh, I want to know what happens, but why can't this just be an anime I can sit and watch because I don't want to play through these stupid, boring-ass battles.
Persona 4 animation.
I own it.
Did you buy it?
No, Yar! As well as the Persona 3 anime.
Oh, I haven't seen that one.
It takes place like 10 years after Persona 3.
That's when Persona 4 happens, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, I should watch that one then. I haven't watched that one.
Yar.
Have you started watching Persona 4 anime?
No, I kind of want to beat the game before I watch it.
Oh, you can start watching the parts that, like episodes, you're at that part, that's episodes, it's like episodes 1 to 12.
Okay.
You could probably watch those.
Yar.
Yes.
Yar. Game of Thrones Season 2 was pretty good too.
Yar.
Yar.
No. See, I tried using my boat that one time, and it wouldn't work. Like I couldn't. I wanted to see Dexter, so I tried to get Dexter, but my boat was like it had holes, and it was like I couldn't figure out how to like use the fishing net to bring up the treasure and stuff. And
I don't actually get the booty myself. I have a friend that has an amazing boat.
Oh, okay. I see. Yeah, my buddy has a really nice boat too. So.
And he just hands me stuff, and I'm like, yar.
Well, mostly he trades you Madge cards, but...
Oh, yeah, he gave me the original box set of Eva for $50 worth of cards.
Box set of Eva?
Yeah, Evangelion.
Oh, okay. I'm like, Eva? Eva Online?
No. Yo, Genesis Evangelion.
I watched Evangelion one time, and I was just like, this makes absolutely no sense. What am I watching? It was like a flashback of a flashback of a flashback within a flashback that happened during a flashback before the flashback. And I was just like, this...
And the whole thing was a dream.
Yeah, and the whole thing was a dream. And I'm like, okay, I wanted to see robots going through...
That's like episode 10. The flashback within a flashback that was a flashback to...
It was a movie. It was one of the movies that I watched. I can't remember which one it was, but...
I had a hard time getting it.
And I was just like, this is not... No, I can't do this. I'm like, I don't see what the hype is.
What the hell is it?
Which one?
What is it? Eva Redux?
Oh, the parody.
Yeah, watch that. That shit's funny and it makes way more sense.
It's Get-Go.
And it pretty much gives you a Cliff Notes version of what's going on anyway.
You guys need to watch Soul Eater, Chris. I told you to watch that.
I know. I'm Game of Thrones and video games.
Through legal acquisition, I'm getting Princess Jellyfish.
Yeah, Princess whatever.
I still want to see
Princess Jellyfish.
I still want to see that anime that you showed me, Chris.
Azumanga Daioh.
Yeah, I tried buying it off Amazon, but nobody has it, and I really want to see it in Canada. And I tried like websites, and I can't find it. I mean, some of it's on YouTube, right? But I don't like sitting on my computer to watch anime.
I hate watching shit on YouTube because then you gotta like part 1, part 2, part 5.
Yeah, and it's like it gets all lost and confused, and there's like part 1, part 1, 2.
Yeah.
Like, damn it, put it all in one.
That's it. If I can find it, I'm gonna buy it and ship it to you.
All right, I'll give you the money for it, please. I really, after watching that one episode that you showed me, I was just like, this is too silly to be passed up.
It's great. I love Azumanga Daioh.
Has Dawn watched it?
I don't know.
I don't even know what the shit is.
Oh, you should show her.
Other than
Whack Crazy
like
Schoolgirls.
the crazy schoolgirl show. I love how you're all like, Azumanga Daioh is awesomest thing ever. But I try starting to explain the storyline of Princess Jellyfish. You're like, this is stupid.
Well, okay.
I'm sure you're thinking it's going to be something like the Legendary Starfy or whatever that one.
No, it really is. No, it's not Legendary Starfy.
Sailor Moon.
No, it's not Sailor Moon.
Sailor Moon was good.
It's about this house full of otaku chicks who live together, and this one, her otaku thing is that she's obsessed with jellyfishes. And
so it's like Fruits Baskets.
What?
So it's like Fruits Basket.
No, because in Fruits Basket they weren't all otaku. They were.
I like how no one can pronounce it properly because it doesn't make any sense.
What?
Fruits Basket.
That's what I said. Fruits Basket.
I know, but you're like fruits basket.
Fucking hate
at basket. And Dawn did the same thing.
Fucking hate that shit.
Is it bad? I've been watching Ouran High School Host Club.
Oh, I couldn't get into that either. If you like that,
it's so
like
good. It's a little homo at the start, but once you figure out why it's a little homo, it all fits in and makes sense. It's not homo at all.
I wasn't into it.
And welcome to the anime portion of the podcast.
Yeah, seriously.
My old roommates tried desperately to get me to watch that one and Fruits Basket.
I haven't watched Fruits Basket yet.
Showbits. Watch Showbits. Ranma 1/2. Trinity.
Card Captors. Card Captors.
I won't lie. I loved the fuck out of Card Captors for a while.
Watch Yu-Gi-Oh?
No.
I like
Berserk.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
I haven't watched that either.
Queensblade.
I haven't watched that.
Queensblade's full of tits.
Burst Angel. That one's pretty good.
Burst Angel's all right. Cowboy Bebop.
I only watched 1 or 2 episodes.
We won a disc of Angelic Layer. That one's pretty lulz worthy.
Oh, Gungrave.
Menudo.
I haven't watched that.
Lupin the Third.
Can't say I've watched that.
Naruto.
I hate it.
Watch Bleach.
Did not enjoy it.
I love Bleach.
Bleh.
Not the anime though, the manga.
Well, then you weren't talking about
Soul Eater. Soul Eater is like the only anime I've fully enjoyed so far.
I don't know the anime.
I'm going
Black Explorer.
busy for.
Les Chevaliers.
Le Chevalier.
Tu mamá es un burrito.
No, my mom is not a burrito.
Si es madre tu burrito.
Okay.
Es delicioso.
Wait, stop. We need to stop because we already passed the banter. We've already passed the banter part.
Yeah, but this whole podcast is us bantering.
It's true, but the banter thing is only at the top. So, okay, Chris. So what have you been playing?
I've been playing new mops on Black Ops 2. The new
mops.
Yes,
mops. Huh.
I've been playing the new mops on Black Ops 2.
It's interesting. So how many floors did you clean with these mops?
I was about to say, I hope the house is
47 floors with my mops.
Good. That's like £2 worth of. That's £2. Good. You've done pretty good.
That's £2. A bag of crisps.
A bag of crisps.
Fish and chips.
The life of the wife was ended by the knife.
I wish we had fish and chips.
So what do you think of the new maps?
I think the new maps are really good except for Mirage.
I like Mirage.
Mirage is really bad if you play just Team Deathmatch.
I could imagine that.
It's like everybody's camping. Everybody. I went on before, like, when you were eating and shit.
Yeah.
And everybody camps on Team Deathmatch.
That's
everybody.
That's new map syndrome in TDM. Like, that's always kind of how it is. Like, that's why I was like, oh god, the new maps, I'm so excited. Oh god, the new maps, everyone's gonna camp. And I think that's just TDM. Well, happens in every game type, but particularly in TDM, for some reason, it's just a camp fest.
And it's like, dude, fucking move. Don't just sit there.
Maybe they got some new sleeping bags and shit. They want to test them out.
But I really like the new maps. I think that the Peacekeeper is really awesome.
Yeah, it's really cool. And it's perfectly balanced. Well, I mean, so far, everyone's using it, so there's no way to tell if it's really overbalanced against the other guns, but...
If I switch over to a FAL, I rape it.
Right, but the FAL just beats everything. That's the problem. Even after it's been...
MSMC rapes it pretty good, too.
Yeah. It
seems
to sit in a really nice little niche where it's like... It's kind of like the M27, where it's like... It's good at longer ranges because it has no recoil and it's like fairly high damage, but it loses at close range and it'll lose at long range against weapons that are just better at long range.
Right.
It's kind of like you have to. I don't know. I find it's fine. Yeah, it's good. Have you played the new zombie mode? No,
not yet.
And the new zombie map?
Nope.
Okay, me neither.
I got around to that at some point.
But the new maps are really awesome. I really like the maps too. Mm-hmm. They're actually better than the stuff on the disc, in my opinion.
I don't know. I really like Hijacked.
I don't like Hijacked.
I really like Hijacked, and I really like what the hell's the one with the plane in the middle of it?
Carrier?
No, I hate that map. The one in the desert with the fucking
turbine. It's not
turbine.
It's not
I like turbine.
Plane. It's a turbine.
No, that's a plane.
It's not a plane.
Is it just a turbine?
It's just a turbine. There is no plane there.
I'm sorry. We've called it a plane when I'm playing with my peoples.
Everyone calls it a plane because everyone thinks it's... what's that Modern Warfare 2 map? Afghan.
Yes.
It looks just like it, but it's not a fucking plane.
I'm sorry. Yes, I really like turbine.
If you look outside the map, you'll see a million of those. Same things, just not falling over.
Ah.
Yes.
But I like that one as well.
I hate that map. But these maps are really nice. They're really colorful. They're really...
Grind's really well designed.
I find all the maps are really well designed because there's no ridiculously overpowered position on what I can tell on any of the maps.
Except for Hydro.
Hydro?
Yeah, if you're on top of the truck, you just look down into spawn.
That's true. But they can, because they don't always necessarily spawn at the end of the street. Right? If they spawn on the side, they can kind of make their way around and onto the bridge where they can just shoot you right there.
Right.
But yeah, no, I wouldn't say that's a position that makes you win the game. But there's no, like, there's certain maps where, let's say, there's certain maps where, like, you control an area and you instantly win. Like, there's almost nothing the other team can really do if you play it properly. Right? It's like a really strong spot. There's no spots in this map, on these maps, that doesn't allow the other team to make, like, a push, a comeback.
Right.
And I kind of like that because it's like, and there's not massive head glitching like there is in the original maps as well.
Right.
It's head glitching, but it's not that bad.
I don't know. I just feel like that you could spawn trap somebody in Hydro quite easily.
Yeah, you can. But you can do that with kind of almost every map except Mirage, because Mirage is kind of crazy.
Mirage is weird. I feel like I haven't seen like most of that map since everybody fights in the middle. No one fights in the middle almost. In that building?
Yeah, no. I never go in there really. Lately I've been going in there, but like normally I just stay on the outside. I don't know. I guess you just have to experiment. Yeah. The fight happens wherever people decide the fight to happen, right? So if you can force the fight to happen on the left side, it'll happen on the left side, guaranteed. Right.
I don't know. My first thing with Mirage was the entire 6 other person TDM team was in that building, and they had like 2 people on each door.
Oh God, yeah. I can. There's on one of the sides. There's a bank you can kind of sneak in through underneath.
Yep, they had it. They had like claymores and shit all set up all around there.
No, so they were just
you
gay.
could not get in. Yep.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, it was really bad. I think that's why I don't like that map. I might come to love it, kind of like in I think was Cracked Modern Warfare 3. I love that map.
Cracked was Black Ops.
Black Ops. I love that. I hated that map at first, and then I love that map.
Yeah, same here. Same here, actually. Yeah, I did not like it at first, and then at the end, I was like, "Oh yes, Cracked. All right, let's go."
Yeah, the only one I didn't like from the original Black Ops, I think, was Overpass. The one with the bus. Yeah, the one with the bus and the bus and the highway.
That's Modern Warfare 3, I think.
Is that Modern Warfare 3? No, that's the same game. No. It's the same game.
The bus and the highway? I don't think there was ever a map with a highway. Oh, is it DLC
Is it
map?
Overpass?
No.
Is Overpass the name of the map?
No, there's a map like that, I think, called Convoy with a highway.
No, that's Modern Warfare 3.
No, that was Black Ops.
Convoy. No, I'm not talking about. I'm talking about the original map. Oh, I'm gonna look this up now.
So, Don, about this Call of Duty talk.
Yeah, right. And all of it to me is like wah 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 wah. Black Ops wah 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 wah. Snow level wah wah wah. That's how it sounds to me.
I'm sorry.
Did you find it?
I'm looking right now. Maybe it was a DLC map.
Mm-mm.
No, it was Interchange on Modern Warfare 3. I hated it. Damn it.
Yeah, told you Modern Warfare 3.
No, the other map that I was thinking of was fucking Hanoi.
Oh, that map. Oh God, don't say it. Mm-mm.
Hanoi was.
Mm-mm.
That awesome, huh?
The first rule about never playing Hanoi is don't talk about Hanoi.
Oh, is that it?
Mm-mm. Just. Mm-mm. We need to just get together and sue Treyarch for making such a horrible monster. Like, it's not even a monster. It's like a catastrophe. It's like a disaster.
Which is funny because Jungle was my favorite map in that game.
But Jungle was really good, yeah.
I like Jungle and I like Launch.
Launch was alright, yeah.
Okay. But besides Black Ops 2, the new maps, I've tried to play more Persona 4 Golden.
Keyword is try.
Yeah. I'm stuck. I can't do it. I'm going to try to, though. I'm going to keep at it.
I told you to play on easy to enjoy the story. I tell everyone to play on easy the first time to enjoy the story. I told them that the bosses were hard, and everyone tells me, I'm good at RPGs, this game is really easy. And then this happens.
And then you get spanked.
And it's not, and like, it wouldn't be so bad if you were stuck on, like, the first boss, right? Because then you could just restart, whatever. But you're, like, 40, how many hours in? You're pretty
62.
far in. Yeah, you're far into the game.
Pretty much balls deep in this game.
Exactly, right? Like, you can't just restart. You can't just go like, oh, I'm just going to restart. This is too hard. I'm just going to You can't do that anymore. You're too far. At this point, it's go through it or never finish the game.
I'm going to finish this game, even if I have to restart.
Okay, I'm glad you're saying that. I'm glad you're saying that.
I'm kidding.
No, I'm glad you're saying that. I said I'm glad you're saying that.
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay. Well, because you asked me, they thought I was kidding like 5 times. So I had to repeat my answer 5 times.
Oh. I'm sorry.
But at least the boss theme is really good.
Yeah. My biggest problem with that fucking boss fight is I'll play that thing for like an hour and 45 minutes and have him almost dead. And then he's just like, oh, I'm just going to kill everybody now.
Now you get spanked.
He does like some fucking move. And it's like, oh, 900 damage to all my people.
Well, hopefully the next boss... the next boss? No. Hopefully one of the last bosses doesn't ruin your party as well. The one I got stuck on. That one was all luck. It was just dumb. It was like, here's your turn. You have one option, block. You can only block one attack, but there's 4, 5 coming in, each doing 200 to 800 damage. You have 600 health. Good luck. Wow. I was like, math. I'm not very good at math, but their numbers add up way more than mine. I am so screwed, and that's what happened every time.
All right. I played the Dead Space 3 demo.
Mm-hmm. How was that?
I really can't wait for next Tuesday.
Okay. Is it next? Oh, it is next Tuesday. Yeah. All right. Yeah.
Yeah. I really, really can't wait for next Tuesday. That's all I'm going to say about it.
All right. Okay. So we'll talk about this next Tuesday.
Next Tuesday.
Because I'm going to be getting this too. I can't wait. Dead Space 2 was excellent.
You should run. Yeah, it's really good. We should run. I'm telling you, we should run through the Dead Space 3 co-op demo together.
Okay.
Put it up on the site. People will love it.
All right. Let's do it.
I've been playing more Dead Space 2. I'm almost done with that game.
Oh, I thought you finished it.
Oh, not yet. Almost.
I'm so sad. I thought you said you finished it.
No, almost. I'm like 3 hours into disc 2.
I don't know how long.
Not 3 hours.
But
like I think I have 2 chapters left.
Do you remember the ending to Dead Space 1?
The chick becomes a giant necromorph and you blow her ass up.
Something like that, yeah. But like, how you have to follow that rock for like an hour.
Yes.
If I remember correctly, this game does something very similar. I don't think it was the rock this time, though. It could have been the rock, but like, there's something happens that you have to do a whole bunch of crap, and you're just like, oh my god, is this game going to end? And it's like, oh, it's going to end. It's going to end. No, I'm just kidding. You have to follow that shit more, and you're just like, oh my fucking god, this is so pointless. And
I'm ready for that game to end now, though.
Yeah, so you're probably at that point where it's gonna, like, you say you're 3 hours into the disc, you're like, okay, this is enough. The story seems like it's gonna end. It should just be done with. I've had, a lot of fun with the game. It should just end. And the game is gonna drag on and on and on to the point where you're just like, when is this over?
That's how I feel right now, because it's like, okay, I'm on my way to destroy the marker, and then it's like, oh, on your way to destroy the marker, this thing happened. So here, now we're gonna sidetrack you here. Oh, now we're going to sidetrack you here. Oh, now we're going to sidetrack you here. And I'm like, God damn it. Isaac, just go to the fucking marker and blow it up. Stop giving a fuck about everything else.
All right, yeah. So you're experiencing the same shit I experienced when I played those. Like, really, really good up until the end where I'm just like, why won't you end? You piece of crap. And I started beating my Xbox. Maybe that's why I kept ringing.
Yeah, beating your Xbox, not good.
No.
I'm really pumped for Dead Space 3.
I am too.
I'm still trying to find someone that can actually like commit to playing that co-op.
I could. What's next week? We'll see. I could probably do it. The thing is, you have work.
Yes.
So like, I want to just play the game straight. But you have work.
I work. Play Call of Duty. New maps came out this week.
Yeah, but not everyone's not always on because people have school and stuff. I'm the only person who has nothing to do. Well, for now.
And the last game I've been playing this week is The Sims 3 plus Cats.
Plus Cats. You have to... Wait, what?
I have the Sims 3 pets.
Right, okay, pets. I was like, wait, what? I was like, there's Sims 3 pets, but you only got the cat portion of the pets.
No, I have all of it, but okay. I thought The Sims 3 plus Cats looked funnier.
It does.
It runs really well on my laptop until my laptop overheats and makes the game shut off.
Oh.
So I have to save like every 5 minutes.
That's unfortunate. My PC runs that game very easily. That game is so much fun, though. Right?
Yeah, it is. Yep.
Like you're gonna get bored to tears with it, but when that Sims itch is there, so good. Those games are so good.
I bought The Sims 3 when it came out. So I just loaded it up on my laptop, and they were having a sale on like all the expansions on Steam. So I was like, wonder if I add this to my Steam, if like everything will run together. And it did.
I feel like I'm the only gamer I know that never got the Sims bite. I was like, I had no interest in this game.
Have you've played it?
A little bit. Like, I've given it a shot, but not, like, I'm going to buy this and try it. Like, oh, you have it up and running. I'll click around on this for a few minutes. And I think a big portion of it is that I'm beyond irritated by sim babble.
But that's the best part.
No, sim babble's awful and I hate it.
So just turn off the sound.
No, but then like that's
can't you turn
annoying.
off their voices?
Yeah, you can. You can even turn off simoleon.
Yeah. But that part's the best part, isn't it, Chris?
Hate sim babble.
I don't know. I turn my volume off and watch TV while I'm playing The Sims.
Okay. Because I'm the only person who thinks Simbabble is like the best.
I used to like the babble that happened in Simcopter.
Simcopter? What? No, I've never played that.
It's an old Maxis Sims game. It's Simcopter.
Never played it.
It's good.
I believe you.
Hollow, what you been playing?
Well, I played Black Ops 2 as well with you, new maps.
Yep.
And I played on my Vita. I got a couple of weeks ago as Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing Transformed. So I was playing that every night here and there. And one day, I don't know what came over me, but I was like, I don't feel like playing anything, and PlayStation All-Stars was on my Vita there, so I was like, all right, I'll give it another shot. Within 5 minutes, I was like, yep, I wasn't wrong the first time. This game is terrible.
You should platinum it. It's an easy platinum.
Yeah, but that involves playing the game.
Yeah, but it's a really easy platinum.
Nice graphics, by the way.
I can't click on your link. It's not
Why
working.
not?
It worked for me.
Oh god, I'm sure like 10 windows are going to open up in a minute. Here, hold up. Let me just copy this and paste it into the... Let's see what the Simcopter stuff is all about.
Yeah,
no, links aren't working. Oh, whatever. I'll check it out later. But yeah, so I played that, and I played a ton more Ni no Kuni.
I want that game.
It's so good.
Stop it.
It's not as good as Persona 4, but it's so good.
It's because Persona 4 is a 10 out of 10 game.
Yeah, Ni no Kuni is also a 10 out of 10, but Persona 4 is like an 11 out of 10. So I got further into the game to the point where it's like you can kind of do whatever you want. I got an extra party member, and you don't get a party member in that game until like 3 or 4 hours in.
Really?
Which is really odd. Yeah, it's really odd because you're by yourself the whole time up until that point. But when you get your party member, you're like, oh, this is so sick. And then once you start taming your own... they're called... what are they called again? They're called... I can't remember. They're Pokemon. They're Pokemon. Straight up. They evolve 3 times. You give them... They're like all Eevees. Like they'll evolve one time, and then you have to use like a Firestone or a what's it called, like an Ice Stone or a Moonstone or whatever, to evolve them into a specific Pokemon. So you get to choose. Each one has 2 obligationary forms, I believe. I guess you could say it's like I guess Charmander going to like whatever the hell his evolved form is. I can't remember.
Charmeleon.
Yeah, that thing.
Charmeleon.
Yes, yeah, I agree with you. And after that, once he reaches a second form, you have a choice between I guess you could call it a specialization, where they're called familiars. That's what they're called. But honestly, they're just Pokemon. But they have a specialization, so one can specialize. Let's say you have a tanky Pokemon, right? The first thing you get is like a tanky Pokemon, which is a shield and stuff. So you can choose to go full tank, so it'll have like massive defense stat, but lower attack stat. Or you can do the opposite, where it has high attack, low defense. And each one has its own like specialization thing that you can pick. And so I believe in order to get every single familiar, you have to catch 2 of each.
Okay.
I think. So I don't know. It's a lot of fun. And essentially you have 6 plus 2 people. So 8 things leveling up all at once. So some battles you'll have like 5 people level up in your party.
Aww.
And you just get all the stat bonuses and all these dings going on, and it's so good.
Ding, 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 ding.
Kind of makes me miss Pokemons.
And the music is so good. The music is really good. That might be what makes it feel like a 90s RPG. The music is just top.
I want to play it.
Once you get the chance, once you have the money for it, Chris, please buy this game because it is excellent.
Yeah, I will.
It is worth it. Not as good as Persona 4, but it is a must-play RPG.
Excuse me. How's the difficulty curve?
So far, I'm playing on normal.
Okay.
There's no hard. I don't know why. There was easy and then there was normal, so I just picked normal. And everything's been easy so far because unlike something like Persona 4, where it's turn-based, so once your turn is done, the other guy gets to go and you can't do anything about it, right? So it's like either you die or you live. In this game, it's the opposite. So like, this game is very, I guess you can call it, it's not action RPG, but it's action RPG-ish, where you can be attacking the boss, right? And then the boss will start up a big attack that hits everything. So you have to cancel your attack and then block. And essentially, you will take almost no damage. And then you can cancel your block and go back into attacking. So, and all the bosses have like patterns and attacks and stuff. So it's like, it's pretty easy, I guess, so far. There hasn't been anything too hard, but so it's not that hard.
Okay, so it's not like Persona 4.
No, that game well, so far I've put 12 hours in, and I beat the 4th boss because I'm doing a lot of level grinding because it's so much fun to level up new Pokemons and stuff, and I was doing all the side quests. There's a lot of side quests, and they're really good because they give you a reward, but at the same time you get a secondary reward that you slowly work towards. So there's this in the world of Ni no Kuni, there's like these little postcard things that you get stamps every time you help someone, and you can turn these stamp cards in for bonuses that make you run faster, that make you gain more orbs to heal during battle. They make you jump. They do a whole bunch of stuff.
Did you help a girl go pee yet?
No.
Okay.
Is there really something like that?
Yeah, well, the gate's closed and she's outside and she has to pee really bad.
No, I haven't done that yet.
Oh.
No, but yeah, the game's really good. There's so much to do.
All right. You know what time it is?
I don't know, Chris. What time is it?
It's time for opinionated news. We're getting really good at that.
Yeah, it's like everyone's on cue and everything.
All right. So the first thing we need to talk about is on January 22nd, I think we recorded that day, but since then, all the news from the THQ auction has come out.
Okay, I have one question. Who bought Saints Row?
That would be Volition.
Volition made Saints Row, didn't they?
Volition and Saints Row. Who bought it? Koch Media.
Oh, what?
The Dead Island people.
Their name is Koch Media.
Yeah, it's Koch, Koch.
I don't care. It's Koch Media. No, I love Saints Row.
They bought Volition too.
Well, as long as Volition is making the game, then it'll be fine. But
yep.
I hope Oh my god, I'd love to see Saints Row 4 because Saints Row 3 was so good.
All right,
it was so much fun.
I want to run through this really quick.
All right.
Relic Entertainment and Company of Heroes was bought by Sega for $26.6 million.
Damn, that's so much money.
THQ Montreal, including 1666 and Underdog, that's the place where the dude left Ubisoft to go work at THQ. That was bought by Ubisoft for $2.5 million.
Right back to Ubisoft, you go, bitch.
Evolve, aka Metamorphosis. I think that's a game that they were working on by that Turtle Rock was working on. That was bought by Take-Two Entertainment for $10.894 million.
Wow.
Homefront was bought by Crytek for $544,000.
That's going to be interesting.
Koch Media and Deep Silver also bought the Metro franchise. And South Park: The Stick of Truth was bought by Ubisoft.
Kind of interesting.
Kind of like odd because I always thought Ubisoft was making South Park and The Stick of Truth. And now they technically are.
Yep.
Interesting. Actually, all these things are good because Metro, I would actually think that Cokehead Studios would do a good job, because Metro is very almost similar to Dead Island.
Right.
So they could make it happen. But are you sure it was they made Dead Island, or did they publish Dead Island?
Deep Silver is the people that made Dead Island, and they're part of Koch Media.
Okay.
WWE is going to take two. I think the Warhammer license is going to Sega. The only thing that wasn't bought up was Vigil and Darksiders.
So sad. I want to see something happen with Darksiders.
I don't, because in the world of Darksiders, people don't know how to build proper houses.
Besides your beef with the houses, it's a good game.
It's boring.
No, it's not boring.
It's boring, Chris. You got bored of it. You stopped playing it because it got boring. We know the truth.
No, he stopped playing it because like 8 other games came out at the same time.
Right, and they were much more fun.
And Chris has gaming ADHD.
I have that too.
Yeah, I do. I like games. So that's what's going on with everything. My biggest thing is I can't believe that Sega bought Relic and Company of Heroes.
I can't believe EA didn't buy WWE.
No, it's Take-Two.
Yeah, I would have liked to see EA do their WWE thing. That would have been good, because they make good sports games.
Yes, they do.
That's almost about it.
Except for football.
But yep. EA also made Mirror's Edge, which is an excellent game.
Yes, they did. But I don't know. I'm just glad that Volition and Saints Row got bought together.
I agree, because I really want to see Saints Row 4, and I know a lot of people. I can't think of anyone who played Saints Row 3 and didn't like it.
I was on the IGN message boards, and everybody was bitching about Saints Row 3, how it was terrible. And I was like, you guys are so trolly.
That's impossible, because Saints Row 3 is steps above Saints Row 2, which was already very good.
I played Saints Row 1, and then I played Saints Row 3.
You didn't play 2?
No.
Oh, you missed out. I played all 3. They're so good.
Saints Row 1 wasn't very good.
Saints Row 1 wasn't very good because it was their first attempt, but
it was very Grand Theft Auto clone.
Exactly. And then they said, you know what? Fuck it. We're just going to go crazy. And Saints Row 2 was born. And then they said, you know what? Let's
go even crazier.
Let's go even crazier.
Giant purple dildo bats.
Uh-huh.
All right, next piece of news. So last week on Wednesday, Nintendo Direct happened. It was their big Wii U stuff. So we heard about a new 3D Mario, and a new Yoshi game, and a new Mario Kart, and a new Zelda, and Wind Waker HD coming in Shin Megami Tensei Crossfire Emblem. And they showed off a new RPG that looks like a sequel to Xenoblade Chronicles.
Right.
Yeah.
The only thing I cared for was Shin Megami Tensei Crossfire.
New Zelda and Wind Waker HD.
Yeah.
I kind of found that whole thing boring
Actually,
boring as hell.
It was boring because they didn't really show anything fancy. But the new Yoshi game, I like where they're going with it.
They didn't really tell us where they were going with it.
They showed a screenshot of Yoshi.
Yes.
Made out of like string.
That could have been photoshopped.
I don't care. It looked awesome.
Because it's the people that did Kirby's Epic Yarn are doing the new Yoshi game.
Yes, and I like that art style, so I was like, all right, I'm in.
And the team behind Galaxy is doing the new 3D Super Mario game. And the new 3D Super Mario game and new Mario Kart will be playable at E3 this year.
Yeah, but they're just going to be the same thing as they always are.
Okay.
I don't understand. I don't understand people who go batshit crazy excited for Mario Kart. Like, new Mario Kart. This is never really...
Bring back Double Dash.
...any different than any of the other Mario Karts.
Put a buttload of bonus unlockable content that you can continuously work for.
Does anybody mind if I get up on a soapbox really quick about something that really bugged me about the Nintendo Direct?
Go for it.
Oh.
Okay, so they were talking about the director of the Zelda. They were talking to the director of the Zelda games, and he had stated that they wanted to shy away from what Zelda had been in the past, including like the single player dungeon crawling through adventure. If they fucking make Zelda a multiplayer game, I'm done. I will cut off my arm that has the Triforce tattooed on it. I'm done.
You will not cut off that arm
because I will cut off that arm. It's
you
on
will
my
not.
hand. I can still masturbate. I can still write. We're good.
First of all, you need your arm. Second of all, your tattoo still represents your love of all the previous Zelda games. And if they make a shitty Zelda multiplayer, people are gonna bitch, and then they're gonna go back to making normal Zelda games.
Well, I mean, I was gonna say like we can just cut off the chunk of meat that's there, but I guess Don said it a little more.
I will be so mad if they make a multiplayer only Zelda game.
They're not going to make a multiplayer only Zelda game.
It's Nintendo.
Yeah, Nintendo. Nintendo.
It's Nintendo. They think that's what people want.
Nintendo is like the only company that's trying new things, but they're doing everything wrong. Over and over again.
They're trying new things in all the wrong departments.
Exactly. Like everyone's like, "Oh my god, Call of Duty is the same thing." And it's like, "Oh, please try something new." And Nintendo is like the only company that tries something new, but they just fuck it up every time.
Yeah, but they try something new using the same like 6 IPs.
That's fine. Those IPs sell. People if those games weren't good time after time after time, people would not buy them.
Yeah, but if they run their IPs into the ground, then what's Nintendo gonna do?
All I have to say is
really
they've been making those IPs since 1986, 1985, I think, Super Mario Brothers. So if they've been making games for almost 30 years, those IPs, I'm pretty sure they're okay without driving them into the ground.
I don't know. You're also talking to the same person who thinks Mario games are shit, so...
Well, I mean, with Mario, there's only so much you can do, right? Like, he's a plumber. He jumps on shit's head to kill it and saves a princess.
Mario gets reimagined and reinvented. The gameplay gets reinvented with almost every game, except for the new Mario Brothers franchise.
Not
basic gameplay is the same, but level design is constantly evolving,
changing. Yes, I agree with that.
That's what Mario is about. The fact that they always are somehow able to, after how many freaking years, they're still able to surprise you with shit that they're doing in levels. That's why Mario continues to sell.
Mm-hmm.
Lark.
Okay.
As for Mario Kart, I think Mario Kart needs to be refreshed. It just needs to be.
I think it's a handheld game because I really liked Mario Kart 7.
I doubt they'll make another Mario Kart for the handheld. Because they even mentioned it. They even mentioned it in their presentation that in every console has had one Mario Kart game. And every handheld has had one Mario Kart game. So I think it's going to be for the Wii U, of course.
So essentially, they're saying you already got your handheld.
Yeah, essentially, they're like.
I really hope they bring back the Double Dash. I really like Double Dash. I think it's my favorite Mario Kart game.
Was that one the GameCube one?
The GameCube one.
I never think I played that one. Hell, I never even played the Wii one. Last one I played was the 3DS one, and I think I played the DS one in school when other people had it, and you can share.
Yep.
Your multiplayer stuff, and then I played the 64 one.
No. Do you know what I want to see them do with Zelda, though, in all honesty?
Mm-hmm.
What?
I want to see them go to the future and do, like, post-apocalyptic kind of thing.
That's
where,
a bad
like,
idea.
No, not a bad idea.
Mm-mm.
Where you're, like, in, like, kind of, like, cyberpunky armor.
That sounds like a terrible idea.
No, you can still have all the dungeons and all the nasty monsters and stuff. It's just give us a new look. And I don't want to say Wind Waker, it took a long time for Wind Waker to really grow on me, that art style. But to go back and look at it now, it's like, okay, it's really good cel-shaded graphics. I understand that.
No, I don't like Paper Mario Zelda.
It's not paper. It's
it
cel-shaded.
Looks like Paper Mario Zelda.
No, not at all.
It does. It totally
No,
does.
because they're still 3D models.
I know they're still 3D models, but for some reason to me it looks like Paper Mario Zelda. And I don't like
I'm
that.
kind of done with post-apocalyptic anything.
Then don't go post-apocalyptic. Just go to the future. I'd like to see like
future Zelda. Stop. For all we know, like
I'm not
for
saying
some
go
God knows
modern
what
time.
reason, the guy who makes Zelda's listening, and he's going to take this idea seriously.
I'm
and
not
we're gonna
saying go modern times. I'm talking about future.
future. Yeah, I don't want like mech Link.
I'm not talking about mech.
That's the future. You know what? That's what it's going to be.
Like, that's a future for us, though. Future
like
for
Rocket Boots
whenever
Link.
Hyrule.
Zelda.
Yeah, future for Hyrule.
Link with like a lightsaber and like rocket boots and a little jetpack.
Let's see. I want to see like kind of just like
a laser watch.
No,
it's going to become like the next James Bond with like all these gadgets.
No, like I want to see them go into like the Steel era or the Iron era.
Oh no, so many
like,
enemies. Link EMP.
No, we're like when I say the future, I'm talking about like I want to see Link. I would really like to see Link in actual like full plate or half plate armor.
You want? I thought you were going a little further ahead than that. I thought you were going for Neo-Victorian Neo.
Dude, could you imagine steampunk Zelda? That'd be badass.
No, I can't agree with you.
How can you not agree with me about steampunk Zelda?
I cannot agree with you. That would be terrible.
Why?
Just think about it. No, that would not work. Oh,
Victoria, they
people would be mad. People would be mad.
But it would still be the same game. It would just be like,
well, yeah, but like
better looking.
Darksiders is Zelda too, like in a different world. But it's like, no.
There's technology though in Darksiders. I'm talking about like fucking Victoria era Zelda.
No, that just sounds weird.
What do you want them to do? Continue keeping the same crap game after
Hyrule. Let's go, Hyrule.
I'm still talking about Hyrule. Just make
10 years
Hyrule
later.
more
Let's
Victorian.
Let's just go 10 years later.
You can't go... go 10 years later. You're basically in Victorian era.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
No, we're not going to see Link in full plate mail. That just sounds silly.
Half plate. Let's see him in half plate.
No, because Link is all about mobility and yeah. Right? Link in full plate would be like,
I'm not talking about him wearing full plate all the time. Make it an ability.
Yeah, only Tuesdays.
No. Do you remember Iron Boots from Ocarina of Time?
No.
Or the Dash Boots from A Link to the Past?
Rocket Boots.
He had Dash Boots. He did not have Rocket Boots.
Man, I hate when stuff is rocket boobs.
And in comes Dawn.
All right, so next piece of news: new Black Ops 2 map DLC stuff.
I think you guys have covered the new maps enough.
Yeah. Another studio closed, guys.
Oh, who closed now?
Junction Point.
What'd they do?
Epic Mickey.
Oh, never played it.
They closed because they were retards.
What do you mean?
Like, how could Warren Specter
doesn't work out with Disney anymore. He left completely.
Right, he left. For some reason, I feel like he got fired because like he was all like, "Oh, we did this, and this, and this, and our game is going to be fantastic," but he doesn't talk about how the game is complete ass.
No,
like.
Well, they're never going to come out right out and be like, "Oh,
Mickey
you know what we've been working on for a long time? Ass."
No, but in that case, then like at least say something like, "Okay, guys, we can't release this. This just isn't working." Because Epic Mickey, I had such high hopes for Epic Mickey. It just sounded like such a good idea.
He went back on everything in the original. There was supposed to be like a dark Mickey, and it looked really awesome.
I don't care because the game was terrible overall, and it's just like Epic Mickey 1 was an abomination, and Epic Mickey 2 I heard was terrible, and I was gonna buy that until I heard it was terrible, and I'm like, all right, well, I'm keeping my money.
I heard that the 3DS one was quite good though.
Yeah, but that's a side-scrolling game, I think.
Yeah,
it's kind of like Castle. Was it Castle Evolution?
Yeah, it's even called Power Evolution.
Exactly. So I mean, that was completely different, and they didn't fuck that one up. Like it's not hard to fuck up like Mickey Mouse. It's like that's like fucking up Mario. Like, no, it doesn't happen. You don't fuck up something so easy. How do you fuck up something so easy?
I don't know. It's
like that's why they closed, because they fucked up something so easy.
The Power Evolution has a 63 on Metacritic,
which is not that good, but I heard it was really good. A lot of people were praising it. I don't know. I was gonna buy it the other day, but it was like $40, and I was like, no, that's.
The Power 2 sits at a 59.
Yeah, was that no? Mm-mm.
So, I don't know.
Interesting idea. Just it's too bad that they didn't make it really good. Like, because I was looking forward to Epic Mickey 2, and I was just like hearing even Warren Specter was like, we're fixing everything that was wrong with Epic Mickey 1. We're making it a little bit more colorful, making it happier and nicer. And I was like, all right, yeah, let's go. Oh my God, it's going to be on the Xbox. There's going to be achievements. I'm going to be able to use my controller. I don't have to waggle my stupid freaking stick all day. Yeah, like, and no, they still somehow messed it up twice in a row.
So do you think Warren Spector got fired, or do you think he just left?
No, he probably left, but I don't know. I want to believe that he got fired, but the blame can't be on just one man. It's a little bit on everyone, right?
Yeah.
It's a shame, though, because they had a good IP there going that could have been good. And I guess they didn't push properly.
What do you think of all this, Dawn?
I mean...
It's Mickey Mouse Dawn. He's so cute.
I don't like Mickey Mouse.
Why? He wears little red shorts.
And has a really annoying voice. Yeah, like that.
It's not that annoying.
Sure.
Trying to remember if I played any Epic Mickey. I know I wasn't interested in it.
I was so interested when Epic Mickey 1 came out, and I went to the store and bought it.
You know who they should give the Mickey franchise to?
Who?
Square Enix.
Well, I mean, does Square Enix still have a Disney license?
Yeah, they do Kingdom Hearts.
Right, but do they still own a Disney license? Oh, they just did one recently. Because, like, Capcom had a Marvel license up until, like, last year.
Who has the Marvel license now?
Activision.
Disney.
Or Disney, yeah, but Activision has the video game license for it.
Really?
Yeah, at least that last I was aware of.
I thought they had to renegotiate with Disney.
I think that's why Capcom no longer has it, because Disney bought it out. But I technically think what's it called still has Marvel. Activision still has some Marvel. And I think that might have been why Capcom was no longer allowed to.
Like, I know Activision has, like, the Sony movie rights because they're in cahoots with Activision and Sony are like, yeah, whatever. That's why all the Sony movies are made by Activision.
Are they?
Yeah.
The movies?
Yeah, the Sony movies. All the game adaptations are made by Activision.
Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's true. Yeah, I never noticed that.
Who made Amazing Spider-Man?
Activision.
Yeah.
I hate Activision, but Amazing Spider-Man wasn't too bad. It was kind of assy, but it wasn't too bad.
I don't know.
Interesting. But yeah, they should give this Epic Mickey franchise to
give it to Square Enix.
Square, yeah, might do a good job. Square Enix has been making decent games recently.
Exactly. As long as they stay away from that little title that starts with an F, then they'll be fine. Because all those FF games lately have been pretty ass.
Yeah, I think, like, I don't know though, but I want to see more Final Fantasy, but I want them to go they need to go back to what Final Fantasy used to be like. And, like,
they need to make a brand new 8-bit on the 3DS or the Vita.
That would be a decent idea. Maybe not 8-bit, but, like...
Oh, I think that they should go 8-bit.
You think they should go 8-bit? I don't think 8-bit would sell.
I think let's go 16. Let's go Super Nintendo style.
Okay, yeah.
You know,
but the thing is, the Vita and the 3DS can do better than that, and people will be disappointed, I guess you could say. Like, they'll be expecting better graphics. I'm okay with the 16-bit. Like, I'll take that.
But the thing with that is, if they do 16-bit graphics, first off, they're getting back to their roots of what made their games great. in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
And it also will allow them to do a much bigger and larger story because all their time and effort isn't going to
and the sprites and all that wouldn't take up much memory on the
exactly. And they could always do like awesome summons or limit breaks that like make this 2D plane into this 3D world. And they could do full rendered cutscenes.
The full rendered cutscenes is a bad idea because, like, think about it. People will be like, "Oh, look what you did! You're so capable of doing nicer things than that." A lot of people would complain.
Nobody complained about Final Fantasy Origins collection on the PS1 when it came out. That was all the Super NES games.
That was on the PS1.
Yeah,
it was on the PS1. Just chill.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was like what, the older Final Fantasy games?
Yes, and they had they had full like redone 3D.
Yeah, because these are games that people remember being on the NES back then. And this was PS1, so it wasn't like that far off.
Yeah, but even Persona, you have the anime cutscenes.
Right, but the characters still resemble themselves. Like, with 16-bit, you can only do so much.
No, you can still have them kind of resemble themselves.
Actually, I wonder, you know what? Now that I think about it, have you ever played 3D Dot Game Heroes?
Yes.
What if they made a game that looked like that?
I wouldn't like it. I didn't like
it?
I didn't like 3D Dot Game Heroes.
I like the look of that game, and
it looks like a Lego game.
No, it looks like a 3D 16-bit game. Kind
of, sort of. I didn't like the weird perspective. I didn't like the like isometric perspective that was on it.
Right, but I don't know. I guess if they fuck around with the perspective and stuff, that could work. I don't know. I think they just need to go back to their roots. Anything before, I guess, 12.
Anything before 11.
11, yeah. I guess I don't really count Final Fantasy 11 as a Final Fantasy game. Same with 14. This is an MMO.
So you don't count the MMOs as part of like the
Final Fantasy games? No, because it's like there's kind of a story there, but there's not really a story. If you want the whole story, like if you want the equivalent that you'd get from one end of Final Fantasy, let's say 7 to the end, you would have to spend a bajillion hours playing that game to get everything.
Yeah, you would.
And I love how we always kind of boil down to a random Final Fantasy discussion.
Because we all love Final Fantasy.
Except for Dawn. Dawn despises Final Fantasy.
I don't despise it, I just don't want to play it.
She despises 7.
7's bad. Play 6. It's a much better game. Play 10. It's also better than 7.
Stop. Who's munching?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm eating orange Oreo balls. I apologize.
Arrow. They're not Oreo.
Oreo.
Are they good? I never tried those.
Yeah. Have you ever had a chocolate orange?
Yeah. Oh, they taste like that?
That's exactly what they taste like.
Oh. I should have bought back for
bubbly.
Except bubbly.
Yeah, they're really good.
All right.
Sorry.
Well, Epic Mickey. I want to see Epic Mickey 3.
Our hearts go out to everybody that's been affected by this, though.
Yeah, I mean, you can't blame it on the people who made. Well, you have to blame it on the up people, the higher ups.
Right, but it's never good to see people lose their jobs in this industry.
No, of course not, because like some people are good at what they do, and they're surrounded by idiots.
Some people are ass.
Exactly, that's what I mean. Some people are really talented at what they do, and I'm sure no matter what studio you go to, no matter how bad the game is, there's someone there who knows what they're doing, and they're just surrounded by people holding them back.
Well, the problem is with any creative job is you always have like the powers that be nerfing your ideas.
Right.
So it's like, oh, I have this and it's really cool, and it's like, that would be cool, but let's take away this and this and this, and instead of this, let's give him jetpacks. That'll be great.
Link needs to go to the future and have rocket boots and jetpacks and lightsabers.
Yes, because I said Link needs to go to the future, and then you're the higher up that's like, yeah, like lightsabers and rocket boots.
Exactly.
It's like, no, go fuck yourself.
I don't know. Like, the problem with this industry and these things happening is that higher ups don't play video games.
It suits.
They don't play video games. They don't know what's going on with video games, what the trends are, what people enjoy, what people don't enjoy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
All right, next bit of news. Ubisoft put Prince of Persia on hiatus. They said that they're going to stop. They're not going to make a new Prince of Persia game until they can figure out something new to do.
Put Prince of Persia in the future with lightsabers, rocket boots, and jetpacks.
See, that I could see Ubisoft actually doing.
Yeah, I absolutely see them doing something stupid like that too.
You know,
but I never really liked the Prince of Persia series, to be completely honest, though. So I don't really.
The Sands of Time trilogy is really good.
That's what I keep hearing, but I just don't care. I think I played the very last one, the one with the stupid rock music that kind of just was out of place. The last one of the trilogy.
Warrior Within?
I think so. I played the very beginning of that, and I couldn't figure out how to properly platform, and I was just like, okay, this is not for me. I was never really a fan of Prince of Persia.
I think that's Warrior
Within. I couldn't get into that series either. I had a couple people like, oh, Dawn, you'd love this.
Dawn, you'd love this.
The combat is so good.
I don't know. I never got to the combat.
Really?
I didn't like the platforming in Devil May Cry. How do you think Prince of Persia made me feel?
I don't know. How to make you feel?
Terrible.
I'm sorry. Did you ever see the movie?
I saw the movie.
It was really bad. Oh, it was Two Thrones was the last one.
It was terrible.
And it was made by Ubisoft Montreal.
Yeah, they're all made by the same Ubisoft Montreal, I think.
No, Prince of Persia was made by Broderbund. And then Prince of Persia 3D was Red Orb Entertainment and Avalanche Software.
Here we go.
And then it was Ubisoft Montreal. And then Revelations was made by Pipeworks Software. And Battles of Prince of Persia was Ubisoft Montreal. Rival Swords was Pipeworks Software. Prince of Persia Classic was Gameloft. The Fallen King was Ubisoft Casablanca. The Forgotten Sands was Ubisoft Montreal or Ubisoft Quebec. So,
you. Ubisoft Montreal made the big ones. Let's just put it that way.
The good ones, yes, were made by Ubisoft Montreal. Yeah. I'm glad to hear someone come out and say, like, hey, listen, we don't have any new ideas for this, so yeah, you're not going to be seeing a new one for a while.
I like that they're at least not shoving any random crap, Prince of Persia crap down our throats.
Exactly.
That's cool.
I like shoving Assassin's Creed shit down our throats.
Right, but because they still have ideas with Assassin's Creed and they're still doing stuff with it. But like Prince of Persia, they're like, well, what do we do now? All right, like no one actually went like, oh, let's just give them jetpacks and rocket boots and lightsabers. Like they were more like, well, we don't have any ideas, so let's just put it on the back burner for now. They need to do that with a couple more games,
like Assassin's
every now
Creed.
and then. Yeah, like Assassin's Creed is at that point where it's just like, okay, enough is enough. Let's chill for a second.
You know what I'd really like to see? You know how we were talking about Saints Row the Third before?
Uh-huh.
I'd really like to see Volition make a game where you get to create your own character. That's kind of like in the Saints Row Control-ish and kind of like that kind of world.
Right.
But you're a superhero.
Oh, that would be really fun, yeah. Yeah, oh, and you can like pick your own powers and stuff like that.
You can fly, you can be really strong, you could have like optic blast like Cyclops or a ring like Green Lantern, and make it a complete and total parody of comic books.
Yeah, I would like that. It kind of like that MMO, but better.
Yes. Well, City of Heroes really didn't parody comic books.
I don't know. When I watched gameplay of that, it looked kind of silly.
Oh yeah, it looked silly, but it was kind of serious at the same time.
Yeah. But no, I think Volition would do an amazing job coming up with something like that. As long as they kept it similar to Saints Row, just completely silly and like not serious.
Like, I want to be like the bloody bitch. My chick is constantly on her period. And she shoots red lasers from between her legs.
Ew.
I don't think they would go that far, but...
Did you play Saints Row the Third?
Yeah.
And you don't think they'd go that far?
I don't think they would go that far.
You turned into a toilet at one point.
Yeah, there's no.
They might go there. It's just
you could run around completely naked.
I feel like I just picture that too literally.
It's too foul.
You could beat people with a giant purple dildo.
Yes.
Ugh.
It's having a red beam coming out of between your legs is a little bit too foul for.
It's a red beam. It's an optic blast, like Cyclops' optic blast.
No.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that. Or make it like a jetpack, like and rocket boots.
Oh my god, rocket boots.
So the Wii U is going to let you transfer your Wii Virtual Console games over to the Wii U menu for $1, for anywhere between $1 and $2.
That's comforting.
Why do you have to pay?
Yeah, why do you have to pay? That's dumb.
That's why I hate downloadable content.
Well, you can play your Wii Virtual Console games right now on your Wii U, but you have to go into the Wii menu. What this is going to let you do is it's going to let you be able to play those Virtual Console games on just the gamepad without the TV.
Oh, that's still kind of stupid.
So like it's adding more features to the game.
Yeah, I was just about to say. Well, I mean, at least it's there for I guess the one or couple of people who want to do it. It's a feature, but
dude, if I had a Wii U, I'd pay that money so that I could get Link to the Past on just my gamepad, and it's a one-time like $1.50 charge for me to just do that with like whatever game I want to do it with, which would probably be just Link to the Past. I'd be like, okay, cool. So then I could sit here in bed when I'm getting ready to go to sleep and just play through Link to the Past.
Does your Wii U not need to be on?
No, the Wii U needs to be on, but you don't need the TV.
Right.
I just feel like you should get that when you buy games, like automatically.
Kind of, yeah.
Well, since Wii U doesn't have a Virtual Console yet, you can still play your game. But it is they're putting work in to be able to transfer it over to the Wii U, to like the gamepad and adding these new features. You think it should be free? They're not. They could go really douchey. They could have just made you pay for all your games again.
I'm pretty sure they thought of that. And
yeah, they probably were toying with that idea.
And then they were probably like, well, I mean,
it's
already pissed at us.
Okay, it's only $1 to $2, and you don't have to move everything over.
But it's not the fact that it's $1 or $2, because
it's the fact that if you have a bunch of games you want to do that with, that easily becomes like $40.
It's morals.
No, you're not going to $40.
No, it's not. Oh, I mean, unless you have a bunch.
There's no way you have 40 Virtual Console games on the Wii U.
What if you have a lot of the ones that cost $2?
Then you have 20 games. How are you fitting 20 games on your Wii's memory?
You have to be super godlike.
And you say morals? Okay, you have an iPad, Hollow, right?
Yeah, that's why I try never to buy anything from there, because like everything's like they're just always trying to milk you for something to do something stupid.
Do you have an iPhone?
Nope.
Or an iPod?
I have an iPod, first or second gen.
Okay, well, if I buy a game on my iPhone, it doesn't, and if I have an iPad, I don't automatically get that game necessarily.
Right.
I might have to buy that game again.
That's why I completely stopped buying from Apple, because their terms of service is like super stupid.
Do you actually read that shit?
No, but I remember reading an article of someone complaining that like they read the terms of service, and essentially if you let's say you don't download it through your computer and you don't back it up and that shit gets deleted, you have to pay for it again.
Really?
And I find that absolutely ridiculous.
Sounds like a bunch of horse shit.
Yeah, like come on. Like what did I buy? I bought Street Fighter on the iPad, which was like $4 or something like that. It was on sale. So I was like, all right, Street Fighter. I love Street Fighter. I downloaded it, and I'm like, it's nowhere to be found. I was like, okay, well, I guess I'll go download it again, because my logic came from Xbox. On Xbox, you buy something, and it's on
it's yours. Yep.
It's yours. It's yours until it gets removed from that server, and then you can no longer re-download it. Right. You can download it a bajillion times on your Xbox. So I'm like, all right, I'll go download Street Fighter again, because it didn't download. What? It's making me pay $5 again? I was like, okay, well, this can't be right. So like eventually I just poke around a little bit and I'm like, oh, there it's downloading now. That's bizarre. But then I read the article like a year later and they were like, well, you don't actually own anything you buy.
Nope.
On there. You only own one download of it. You pay for one download.
Yep.
And I was just like, well, Apple, I want to stick my middle finger right up your ass and then fucking stab you in the throat because that is so greedy. And it's just horrible. And I feel like the Wii U, this is a little bit of the same. It's like,
but they're not stopping you from playing your games. If you don't want to if you don't want to transfer your games over, you can still play those games on the Wii U. You just have to go into the Wii menu.
That's why I said it's a feature, right? It's just like,
yeah.
I just don't think they should really charge for that.
They're not charging you to play your games.
Right. If you own the game, you can play the game on your TV.
Play the game. Yep.
Right. But this is like, if you want convenience, fork it over.
Well, they didn't even have to transfer those purchases from the Wii to the Wii U in the first place.
Right, but they want money.
Right. But therefore, if you don't like it, you don't have to do it. You can still just play your games on your Wii U just through the Wii menu. I don't think that them charging $1 to $2 for a convenient service is a lot to ask for, and I don't think it's them being greedy at all.
Well, I think it's them being kind of greedy. I don't feel like there's that much changing it involved. I don't know. Maybe that's just me.
That's kind of like, I never liked the idea of Blizzard charging something $25 for a server transfer.
Right. When Microsoft will charge you like $10 to change your Xbox.
Exactly, right. I don't like that either, but like, I mean, Microsoft I can kind of understand because a lot of people want to be like, oh, I'm going to change my gamer tag to like a penis. And they're like, and then 5 minutes later, like, I don't want to be a penis anymore. I want to get my normal name back. So like they'll change it back. But like with World of Warcraft, I feel like
my Xbox Live name changed.
Did you?
Yeah, that's not my original Xbox. Death of Nation is not my original Xbox Live name.
Right, but like,
we won't talk about my original Xbox Live.
I wish I could have my Xbox Live name spelled the way I want it.
Someone have the same name as you, just taking the way you want it spelled?
Yeah, somebody took my name, so I had to add an extra S at the end.
Bastard. But I don't know. World of Warcraft, I never liked the idea of that. I think, like, if anything, it should have been free, but like a rule to it. Like, I don't know, every 6 months you're allowed.
Yeah, some restriction, some other way to restrict it.
You cannot bitch about WoW and server transfers. They have to transfer not only your character, all your experience points, where you are in the world, and all your items and your bank.
Bullshit. No, they ask you to get rid of anything in your bank gets deleted if you don't pull it out. Yeah, that's what she said.
No, it doesn't. I did character transfers.
No, I don't know when you did character transfers, but when I did character transfer one time, I don't know how long ago I did a character transfer, but I did character transfer, and they always asked me told me to like remove everything from your bank before, like you have 2 hours, like remove everything from your bank, or else it'll disappear.
Oh,
so I quickly went in and like got rid of it, picked up all the stuff that came back from the auction house. I think they also tell you to cancel all your auction house. Yeah,
you have to cancel all your auction stuff because you can't cross auction. You can't
cross server auction. Yeah,
cross server auction. I think you can now. You can cross server auction, but you couldn't in the past.
The game is completely different now, but
yeah, now there's like the auction houses are game wide.
Yeah, something like that. Which is cool because that way some servers have really bad economies and some servers have really easy economies.
Yep.
It's just kind of like, eh.
Oh no. I think this is a really good idea that they're allowing like you to play. Nintendo's allowing you to transfer your stuff over, and if you want to, you can, and if not, you don't have to. Okay. You can continue playing on the Wii. All right, last story for the night. You guys want to play The Last of Us?
I do.
Well, then purchase God of War Ascension, because you get to play the demo comes free with God of War Ascension.
I'll probably get God of War Ascension.
I might now.
I'm not spending that much just to play a demo.
No, but God of War Ascension is going to be good.
It's going to be an okay game. It's more God of War. I've played every other God of War to date. I'll probably pick up Ascension.
Sometimes I'm not a fan of the puzzles, but
I thought 3 was a really bad game, but
I never played 3. I bought 3, but I never played it yet. I played 2, and I got stuck on a puzzle, and I don't know why I never checked on the internet, but I said fuck it. And I played the first PSP one and finished that one, which was incredibly short.
Chains of Olympus? Or Ghost of Sparta?
Chains of Olympus.
I think I have Chains of Olympus. I never finished it, though.
That game was pretty good.
It was alright. When you're in like a hack and slash mood, it's good.
Anyways, the puzzles sometimes slow down the game too much, but
yeah,
the games are really good, so... As long as Ascension's a lot more the same. Unfortunately, they put that terrible multiplayer. But
which I won't be playing. I won't be playing the multiplayer at all.
No, me neither. But if the single player is the same as every other God of War, I'm in.
Oh no, I have way too much other stuff coming out in March that's worth my money.
Is that March as well?
Yeah, it's March. That's the week between Tomb Raider and BioShock.
Yeah, that's not happening. BioShock. Like when it first comes out.
Tomb Raider. Tomb Raider. BioShock. Two great games.
Because
wait,
the first week of March, I'm gonna be playing Tomb Raider on my console and Castlevania: Lords of Shadow, Mirror of Fate on the 3DS while I'm sitting in bed.
Oh, that Castlevania game looks great too.
And but by the time the end of the month rolls around, I should be done with both of those games to be able to play BioShock Infinite and devote all my time to it.
BioShock Infinite is probably not very long. 8 hours traditional shooter.
BioShock's not a traditional shooter, though.
Yes, it is. BioShock 1 and 2 are short.
No, BioShock 2 is short. BioShock 1's not that short.
BioShock 1's pretty short.
Like 12 hours.
No.
Yeah.
No.
To do everything in that game, to like either save or kill all the little sisters, about 12 hours.
They're in the way.
Not all of them.
You almost have to go. No, I didn't follow no guide to get all the little sisters, and I got them all. Yeah, as long as you poke around in every corner, you'll get them all. It's not like you have to go out of your way to do side quests and stuff.
So it's like 12 hours.
It's not 12 hours. It's like 8. It's like 10 hours tops. Anyways. Yeah.
But I'll pick up Ascension at some point, but not on launch.
Have they announced a release date for The Last of Us?
Yeah, it's June, July.
Something like that.
Oh, so it's like 3 months later.
Like, The Last of Us I'll definitely be picking up.
Right.
But
I guess we'll see.
I just don't know. I have to say, I really want to see what Ascension gets.
Yeah, like, see, there's games where I'm like, I want to see what rating it gets before I get it, because, like, I want to get Alien Colonial Marines, but for some reason, I have this itching feeling that's not going to be very good.
I want to get Metal Gear Rising Revengeance, but I'm almost positive it's going to be bad.
Yeah, see, it's like games like that where it's like, oh, those look awesome, and you're just like, maybe I should wait, because I don't know. It's something new, so you don't know if it's going to be good.
That makes me so mad. Do you know SimCity comes out the same day as Tomb Raider?
SimCity, the new SimCity
looks so good.
So much fun. I love the art style. It's all like, it's kind of cartoony, but it's not.
Oh, and you won't be buying God of War Ascension when it comes out. You'll be too busy playing Heart of the Swarm that day.
Oh, I pre-ordered it from Best Buy, so they'll ship it. I don't know if it'll come in the same day. Oh, but Heart of the Swarm, yes. The single player StarCraft's so good. The multiplayer is way too hard.
The other game I want in March is Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate for the 3DS.
Oh, we can play that together and hunt some monsters. You should get Dawn to get it too. We can all hunt monsters together.
Dude, and then Luigi's Mansion's the following Sunday.
Oh, so many games all at once. Why?
You guys are going to be eating a lot of ramen.
Yeah, we are.
I'll eat ramen too. I like ramen.
We have to pick and choose through our games a little bit. where they're kind of clustered because we can't get all of them.
No.
Usually I sacrifice those, so I'll just wait.
No, well, we're both getting Mirror Fate on release day. I'll wait on SimCity.
I was about to say, if I don't get Mirror of Fate, I'm going to be very sad, because I've been waiting on that game a long time.
And I'm waiting on StarCraft and Gears of War.
I could live without Gears of War. I'll probably get it too, but I can live without it.
And I can wait on Luigi's Mansion if I can get Injustice when it comes out.
Oh, Injustice! I played the demo.
How was it? I didn't play the demo.
It was so good.
Last of Us is May 7th.
May 7th? Oh, so that's 2 months. You could wait 2 months without Ascension.
But, I don't know.
Wait, The Last of Us is the one... Well, they both have girls. Well, they both look like Ellen Page.
That's the one that's not Ellen Page.
So it's not the psychic, the crazy power...
No, this is the one done by Naughty Dog.
Naughty Dog, okay, yeah. Well, I want both of those, but yeah, I wasn't sure which one.
That other one
which.
we don't have a release date. That's Beyond Two Souls.
Right, okay, yeah. They both look great, though.
Uh-huh.
Okay, this is the one where they're in apocalyptic time and they're trying to survive.
The mushroom zombies.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. Just crazy people.
Yeah. All right, before we get out of here, because we're almost done, we got an email this week. It comes from Alan. And
Yay, email.
I'm going to check my gifts because this is the first email of 2013. I'd like to give a gift away. Let me just check my library gifts. I know I got stuffs. Hold on. Manage gifts. What do I got? I got a copy of Deadlight that I'm going to give away. That okay with everybody?
Yeah, it's fine by me.
All right, Alan, you get a copy of Deadlight. I'll send it out to you later. But he goes, "Hi, Game and Death. I read about the whole X-Surface rumor that was used to try and show games media coverage as irresponsible. One write-up as an example." He posted a link. His question is just, what was your reaction to this story? In particular, I'm curious to hear from the perspective of a small outlet trying to cover games media, and likely without the option to just call your contact at Microsoft for verification. His 2 cents is, I think it's a pretty underhanded tactic that should be more embarrassing to the perpetrator than the outlets that covered it. That being said, obviously when reporting a rumor, you should denote it as such, but it's pretty messed up to try and make people look foolish who are genuinely interested in information about your product. So, do you guys hear about this whole X-Surface bullshit?
No.
I have no idea what you're talking about,
okay.
Unfortunately.
So, I think it was last Thursday, somebody on a blog was like, hey, listen, I'm going to do an experiment. I'm going to write to all these gaming websites and tell them, like, hey, I worked for Microsoft, and we're coming out with a new console. It's called the X-Surface. He had mock-up pictures and everything. And basically, he was trying to be like, listen, let's see who will post about this without, doing any fact-checking, because he didn't work for Microsoft. It was just him, basically, this person trying to be like, listen, games journalists don't check facts on shit.
Mm-hmm.
That's what he was trying to do, and say that, because we're we're kind of young in the journalism field, that we're irresponsible. My reaction to the story, as someone who GamingDeath.com is my baby. It's my brainchild, my heart and soul. Hollow and Dawn just really help out. As someone who, I would have gotten fooled by that story, but at the same time, I would denote it as a rumor because no, we don't have the connections to just be like, hey, Microsoft, can you comment on this? And even Microsoft and Sony and people like that would even say like, hey, listen, we don't comment on rumors. They won't give you a yes or no answer.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a bunch of bullshit that people are going to try and do stuff like this just to be like, oh, look, these guys are irresponsible. It pisses me off.
Yeah, it sounds like a hot load of crap.
Irresponsible or just not, I don't know, because you could say the same shit about normal news reporters.
Yeah, exactly. I could call up, Channel 5 News and be like, yeah, there was a shooting. Come check it out. And they get here, and it's just me with my dick in my hand doing the helicopter.
That'd be
And
so
chances
terrible.
are they would report before. Yeah. It's like, I don't know. This is kind of stupid, really. Like, someone tried to prove this. Like, I don't know what they were. Maybe they were mad.
It's someone. This dude, whoever tried this, was trying to make video game journalists look dumb for the sake of making them look dumb.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like,
they're being a troll. They were trying to troll the games journalists, and it worked on a few sites.
Right, and I feel bad because the free sites just wanted to report, the rumor going around.
Right. Anytime that we post anything about a rumor, we make sure on the site that it's denoted as a rumor. Typey.
Sorry. I was trying to get into my email. Yeah. I don't know. It's like baiting someone to say something you want them to say. Like, you're just tricking them. Like, that's all it was. It's like you got tricked.
Yep.
It's so lame.
Yeah, I'd like to hear Dawn's perspective, seeing as she's our editor-in-chief, and she is the one that has to do a lot of fact-checking on articles.
It's difficult. I mean, especially, like, say you're fact-checking something that other websites are already covering. Because, if this dude contacted a bunch of different outlets, obviously he's got to get to some of them faster than others. Or even if, even if it's all in one giant email, which would look fishy as fuck to begin with, somebody's going to have the shit up first. And so that gives you kind of not necessarily reliable resources, but, this is somewhere else, this isn't, it makes it harder to try and verify because, like Chris said, I have nobody at Microsoft to be like, oh, guys, BT dubs, is this anything or not? Because they're not. Even if I did, nope, can't talk about that. And it's like, okay.
Because all these companies will tell you, like, hey, listen, we don't comment on rumors. Like, we have contacts at Naughty Dog, we have contacts at Capcom, we just don't have contacts at the big three. When, like, stuff was going on with stuff with Capcom, they would tell us, like, hey, listen, we can't comment on rumors. It's not our fault.
You know what? But it's like this is kind of stupid because it's like, first off, it's like a new console, right? Obviously, Microsoft and Sony are not going to talk about it, right? Because it's, it's hush hush. We don't know anything. So it's like, I'm sure there's like media like outlets that ask Microsoft and they're like, so we heard this and this. Is it true? And then like the guy will be like, well, we can't talk about it. It's, and it's like the media outlet's just trying to trick them into saying like, I don't know, maybe not, And it's like, well, in this case, it was like some douchebag trying to trick the media into trying to ask proof to a company that's not going to talk about it anyways.
Right.
Like,
and then reporting on it anyway.
And then, yeah, well, because it's a lead, right? It's an option. It's a rumor. Right?
And in this, and in the game journalism field, exclusive being the first to break a story is everything.
It is. It really is. I mean, it's the same as as normal journalism, except that normal journalism, most of the time it's not rumors. If it's a big scoop like 9/11, right? It's like we're the first here. We're the first ones to get the scoop, right? That's big. But this is a rumor, and Microsoft first off isn't going to say anything. And if you don't have people on the inside to talk to, who will also not say anything, then like you just have to go with it, right?
Yeah, you got to run with it, because if you could have broken that story first, and then someone else breaks it, you're like, God damn it! Look at all the hits we just lost.
Because like we can't just walk into Microsoft and be like, oh, okay, see, there it is. See, I see the little Xbox. It's called whatever, and there it is. It looks like this, and it's like that, and then you have like your cameraman and the girl getting ready, so you're like writing up the article. Meanwhile, all the people at Microsoft are just there, and they're like, oh, damn, they broke in again.
Exactly.
No, we can't do that. That's not how gaming journalism works. Like everything runs. I think gaming journalism just on the secret hush hush stuff all works on rumors.
Oh yeah.
There's nothing you can do about it because no, this is stupid. This is just contradictory to itself of like what the guy was trying to prove. I mean, it kind of makes sense that like it does sound like, I guess if you're thinking about it, that we are kind of irresponsible, that we just report on rumors, but what else do you have to go through on? Like, it's
nothing.
Getting to the point. Exactly, nothing. There's nothing else to go on. Like, if a rumor pops up, you talk about it and it gives conversation.
Right. As long as you post that it's a rumor, I don't see any problem with
I don't see anything wrong with it either. No, me neither. As long as you state.
I would rage face like hell, though, if I got said email and I wasted a bunch of time trying to fact check it.
Well, I mean, if you can fact check it, then,
just
better,
to figure out that it's crap.
To figure out it's some dude trying to fuck with it?
Like, thanks for wasting my time, asshole. Like,
right,
I'm not working on 12 other things at the same time.
In that case, in the case that you do find the truth, then you did good journalism. But if let's say you ask Microsoft and Microsoft goes like, they just shrug, right? Then, I mean, you don't have much of a choice. It's like,
yeah,
and then they hang up the phone and laugh at you and be like, fucking bitch thinks this is that we're doing this. LOL.
Yeah, but I'm not even saying like to find it. I'm saying where it's like this and then this comes out later and it's like, oh, LOL, I'm going to call you names and, make it sound like you're all noobs who have no idea what you're doing.
Death to the infidel.
I don't know. It's interesting, though. It's interesting to see the perspective of gaming journalism and standard IRL journalism and how different it really is, even though both of them are just journalism.
Yeah. All right, you guys ready to wrap this bitch up?
Yeah, I'm tired.
Yeah.
All right, if you want to get in touch with us and be part of the show, you can send us an email to podcast@gamingdeath.com. Follow us on Twitter. We're at gamingdeath. Like us on Facebook, facebook.com/gamingdeath. Check out our YouTube channel. You can go to youtube.com/gamingdeathvideo. There's going to be some new stuff coming soon, right, Hollow?
Yes.
Right,
yes.
Hollow? Yes.
We have
stuff in the works.
Very high secret plans.
Hush hush stuff.
If you guys aren't going to the site, go to the site like every other day, gamingdeath.com. We're posting new articles. We're trying to do daily. It's hit or miss with our other writers and stuff. So definitely go check out gamingdeath.com. But I think that's going to do it for tonight. I'm Chris.
I'm Dawn.
I'm Hollow.
Good night, everybody.
See ya.